Let's start with Melbourne. Now, the key here is in the top right corner, you'll see location is in the black. The median price of these areas are then in the green at the moment. And these are houses, mind you. And this is for all of them. And the income required there is in red. So let's just start with the inner north of Melbourne. So I've just circled the area. It's sort of your Brunswick to Coburg, that kind of area, right up to sort of your Ivanhoe, Alphington, that area there. $1.24 million, $229,000 per year required income. Your inner city, so that's particularly your Yarra Council region and your lower parts of your Moonee Valley Council region as well. You could argue Melbourne as well. 1.35 million median price, $256,000 per year required income to be able to buy here. Your inner west is actually your cheapest area. It's the area I target, funny enough, the most of Melbourne. 1.02 million median price. Now, the inner west, it's not a particularly defined area of Melbourne, but I say to people, draw a line from Braybrook to Williamstown and then straight up to Footscray, and every suburb in between there is the inner west of Melbourne. Exclude Brooklyn from that. Everything in there is in between, and the median's about 1.02 million. 191,000 per year income required. The inner east, one of the most expensive areas of Melbourne, the most expensive really. So right out to sort of Burwood, Box Hill North, that area, that's where I'm counting. You'll see there, and Ashburton if you want to talk as well. 1.9 million median, 365,000 a year required income if you're starting at zero today. Another really expensive area in Melbourne, inner south and southeast. $1.85 million median price, $356,000 income required to afford it today if you're starting from zero. That area, mind you, is right down to sort of your St Kilda, the top of Elwood, right out to sort of Malvern, Caulfield North towards Port Melbourne. Bayside area, I've discussed this previously. Elwood, right down sort of along the highway, Bentley East, Heatherton, Cheltenham, right down to Mentone, Mordialloc area. $1.5 million median price, $282,000 per year income required to afford that if you start at zero today. Now, for people that this sends a shockwave to, like, I'm sorry to do this to you, but this is just being realistic. This is the amounts of money you need to earn in Melbourne if you start from zero today. As discussed previously, if you have a 20% deposit minus roughly 16.67% off that income for what you need today, depending on your yield, if you're an investor, somewhere between 15 to 20%. No, not add, sorry, subtract that off your income required as well for 3% yield, somewhere between 20 and 25% at 4% yield. So for those that know me, that's why I say invest in the inner west of Melbourne, because if you have the money, that this income will be a long way down. It'll be nearly sometimes 40% down from that. So it's only just over, it's like 110,000. So it's actually achievable for a professional worker these days. So that's why I'm saying to people, inner west, inner city, inner north, main areas that I do for people investing. But that's the income you require for Melbourne these days. Sorry, I'm honest though, which is ridiculous, but it's just the truth.